If any of you lay a single finger on her, I will burn this city to the ground.
Yes, see? That's romance. Forget flowers, give me threats of mass arson. Welcome back to Heart Book Radio, folks. The only book show that knows literature is just foreplay for arguing.
Today, we're dissecting, perhaps literally, given the subject matter. The Reviled Crown by Renee. The Finale to some trilogy. You seem to think it's a manual for healthy relationships.
Healthy?
Nah.
Entertaining? Absolutely. This book's got everything. Magic, kingdoms, a chick locked up by her evil dad, and the internet's favorite psycho boyfriend, apparently nicknamed, get this, Daddy Dacre?
Please, don't. The author clearly intended a complex exploration of trauma bonding and possessiveness in the face of patriarchal oppression. Not that.
Oppression, schmoppression. This Dacre dude is the ultimate touch-'em-die guy. Remember Chad from accounting? The one who side-eyed your artisanal sardo starter? Dacre would have burned down his cubicle. That's commitment.
Chad from accounting was providing constructive feedback on fermentation times, not holding me captive. And Dacre. Honestly, the character analysis here is fascinatingly bipolar. Readers either see him as the pinnacle of male devotion or, and I quote a rather eloquent review, flaming pile of S.
Whoa, can we say that? Let's just say hot garbage. But yeah, how can one guy be both? And Verena, the princess, is she a badass reclaiming her power or just, like, breathing heavily and looking exasperated all the time? One review literally mentioned her, breathing and exasperated. That's not character development. That's cardio.
She's processing trauma. She's been held captive by her objectively monstrous father, a man, seemingly, written with all the nuance of a Saturday morning cartoon villain. Harathly. The only thing readers seem to agree on is hating the king.
Yeah, well, duh. He's the fun sponge. But Dacre, is he morally gray or just, needs therapy? Big time. I'm diagnosing him with extreme code dependency and Latin pyromania. And Verena, classic Stockholm syndrome, but make it sparkle with magic. What about their sex life, though? Reviews mention? Top-tier spice? Delicious? Chapter 16 gets its own fan club? Did you get to Chapter 16? Did your monocle fog up?
I assessed the narrative structure and thematic resonance. The intimate scenes, while present, seemed secondary to the core conflict, which apparently takes 85% of the book to actually start.
85%. What were they doing for the first 300 pages? Describing the drapes in her gilded cage. Playing magical charades. This is worse than that experimental novel you made us read last year. The one about the sentient doorknob.
That was Ulysses. And it's a cornerstone of modernist literature. Not this. And it wasn't a doorknob. This pacing issue is the crux of the debate, isn't it? Some readers claim it's perfection from beginning to end, while others felt utterly cheated until the last 50 pages. How is that possible?
Maybe the perfection. People just skip to Chapter 16. I don't know. We got a listener email. Okay, fine. I imagined a listener email from Desperate in Detroit asking, is Daddy Dacre single and does he have a less murdery brother? See? People are invested.
That's not investment. That's a cry for help. And the world building, praised as easy to follow, or slammed as non-existent. Which is it? Is it a rich fantasy tapestry, or just generic Kingdom number 3?
Who cares about the world building when Dacre is whispering sweet nothings like, I will burn this effing world to the ground before I let anything happen to you again? Forget the geopolitical landscape. Focus on the passion, although some reviews did say he got boring in this book. A shell of his former self. Can you imagine? Peak obsession is boring now. What's next? Complaining the explosions aren't loud enough?
Perhaps the relentless, single-minded devotion does flatten the character arc. It leaves little room for internal conflict beyond must-protect mate. It's predictable. See, I can occasionally find merit in your ramblings. Unlike your take on Moby Dick.
Hey, Ahab needed a whale-sized intervention, not a harpoon. We are not relitigating the whale incident. Back to the book people actually care about. Is the reviled crown any good? Honestly, I think it sounds like glorious trash. The kind you devour in secret and then lie about reading.
It sounds polarizing. An exercise in managing reader expectations. If you want intricate plot and deep world building, you'll likely be disappointed. If you want a hyper-focused, obsessive romance with high stakes and spice, set against a vaguely magical war backdrop, then perhaps it's literary junk food. Comforting, maybe, but ultimately lacking substance.
So, rating time, I give the reviled crown a solid 8 out of 10 potential restraining orders. It knows what it is, and it leans in hard, plus Daddy Dacre. Hilarious?
I rate it 3 out of 10 existential sighs. Points awarded for providing ample material for this segment, deducted for the alarming number of people who find city burning romantic, and the sheer narrative whiplash.
Fair enough. Join us next week, folks, when we tackle Sentient Slime Mold Seeks Soulmate. Sounds steamy.
Oh, for goodness sake. Until then, this has been Heart Book Radio. Try to read responsibly.
Or don't. It's more fun that way.